Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Neha and I'm going to show you how to doll yourself up for an evening party. This will be a very glowing and full coverage look. I hope you guys like it. Let's begin with the process. I'm going to start with my eyes. I'm using PAC eye primer to prime my lids so that my eyeshadow will last longer. Now I'm using a very small drop shape beauty blender to blend the same. I'm going to be using Naked 3 eyeshadow palette and applying the shade Factory on my crease using a medium blender brush. But before applying it, I'm using a cosmetic tape so that my edges of the eyes will be very sharp. This brush creates perfect pressure for seamless blending. Now I am using a lighter shade Liberated from my Revolution Pro palette for giving that transition effect to my eyes, blending it thoroughly with a rounded sharp brush. Using the other side of the same Naked 3 brush, I am applying the shade Free from the same palette and blending it in the middle of my lids. I'm going to be using a silver glittery eyeliner again in the middle of my lids and blending it with the same brush to give my eyes a glittery effect. For my brows, I'm using Inglot Brow Gel, applying it with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Duo brush. Filling my brows very lightly because I don't want them to look very dramatic today. Now I am curling the brows so that they look very natural. I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 25 Medium for applying it above and under my brows to give it a highlighting effect. And using an angular brush for highlighting purposes. Now, I'm going to be using Makeup Revolution Golden Sugar 2 palette and taking this highlighter for the inner corner of my eyes and also for my brow bone. I'm using an accent brush here. Moving on to the face, I have already moisturized my face and used a primer. I am using Kryolan Supra Color Orange Corrector using a flat medium brush. To conceal my dark areas, I am using it in a triangular form under my eyes because it works very well like this. I will also conceal my upper lip and chin area after this because you can see that this area of our face is slightly darker than our skin tone and I want it to look very even. Now I'm using the same product to hide a mole on the middle of my nose as well. And to blend it all, I'm going to use this medium sized drop shape beauty blender. and blending it with very light pressure. Again, I'm using green corrector from Krylon Supra Color range. I'm going to conceal the redness and small pimples on my face with this corrector so that my base will be very smooth. Apply it again with a flat brush. Blending it using the other side of the same blender. To set the correctors in place, I'm going to be using Krylon TL2 translucent powder. For this purpose, I'm using a triangle shaped sponge so that the powder doesn't fall off my face.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
Using a fluffy brush, I'm wiping the excess powder off my face.
And love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left.
For my base, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me foundation in shade 230 Natural Buff and using a medium-sized fluffy brush. I'm putting small dots on my face so that it evenly spreads all over when I blend it. You can also use this brush for contouring purposes. I'm also applying it on my neck because I want my face to look like a part of me. I'm using a big-sized drop-shaped beauty blender to blend the same. You must be wondering why I applied foundation on my lips. It's because it helps the lip color to last longer. Now I'm going to use Maybelline Fit Me Concealer again, and this time I'm using it as a highlighter because it is one shade lighter to my skin tone. Applying it on the areas I want to highlight, like my under eyes, below my cheekbone, on middle of my nose, on the center and on the outer corners of my forehead, on the upper lip and little bit on my chin as well. I'm using a pointed V-shaped brush to blend the same, blending it with very light pressure. Once again, I'm using Krylon translucent powder and I'm using it with a God-shaped beauty blender this time so that my face absorbs a little powder, applying it all over my face. Wiping it off with a fluffy brush. Moving on to contouring, I'm going to be using Bhama Mama bronzer from the Balm Cosmetics and applying it with a big flat shaped contour brush on my cheekbones. Now on my nose.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
And all over my chin area.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways.
Next step is to blush up my cheeks. I'm using Makeup Revolution Golden Sugar 2 and using this neutral shade. With a very fluffy brush, I'm applying the same. Now comes my favorite part, which is highlighting. Again, I'm using a shimmer highlighter from the same palette. This palette is highly pigmented. I'm going to apply this with a big fan brush and applying strokes on my cheeks. Center of my nose. Little bit on my upper lips and chin. And the center of my forehead as well. Let's do the lips now. I'm using a liquid lip color from Wet n Wild in shade Hexcellent. Starting with my Cupid's bow and then filling it. Filling evenly on the lower part of my lips now. Agree or not, lipstick makes you feel half ready. For filling my waterline, I'm using Maybelline Gel Eyeliner in shade 01 Black and filling it in. Now it's time to apply some eyeshadow below my waterline. I'm using the shade Vindicate from the same palette that I used earlier and applying it using a round tip sharp brush. Who doesn't want big eyelashes, and for that you need to curl your lashes. I'm using their Real by Benefits mascara on my lashes. To make them look more natural, I'm combing them with a comb brush. The evening party look is complete. Let me know how did you find this look in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Links are given in the description box below. Thanks for watching. See you all soon with a new video. Bye.